Hey everybody, and welcome to this feature video where we'll be showcasing promotions. Now, let's have a look at what you can actually do with promotions. You can easily define multiple deployment environments, which means you can seamlessly set up and manage various environments like testing, production, staging, and this allows for smooth transitions between various stages in your deployment process. You can also automate your deployments with conditions. So for environments like testing, you want them to always be up to date. And with auto promotions, you can actually do that. You can remain consistently updated with the latest builds. You can also implement manual deployment controls, which means you can add manual checks for specific environments, which is particularly valuable for production deployments where manual approval can be needed before you actually do a deployment. You can also define custom workflows for each promotions, which means you can check for change-based deployments and deploy only necessary application parts when needed upon detecting specific changes, for instance. This optimizes your resource usage. And last but not least, you can also parameterize your deployments, which means you can enhance code reusability and simplify pipeline management with parameterized promotions. This allows for a dynamic configuration and flexibility across various deployment scenarios. Now let's have a look at the demo. We are located on the main page of our project. Now, in order to view the promotions that we've set up, we need to edit our workflow. So let's go into the acceptance branch of my current project. And you can see that we have a few promotions set up. So promotions are located after our initial pipeline. In this case, we already have a few finalized deployment environments set. So we have an acceptance environment and QA testing environment and also production. Now you can specify whether these deployments, once they're done, are triggered either manually or automatically. If they are triggered automatically with each push and successful pipeline execution, then you can see the A icon located over here. Now this option is located here when you're editing your promotions. So this is specifically useful for testing environments that need to be up to date with your code. Now, you can also specify if these need to be triggered manually. So for production launches and final production code, these are usually triggered manually. Now, let's have a look at a workflow that was already executed. In this case, the deployment was finished and you can see that the acceptance environment was auto-promoted. So this means that basically the code was deployed automatically with the push. But for the production part, you can just click on production and then start this promotion manually. So this is the difference between auto and manual. And you can also parameterize your promotions, which means you can actually add various parameters when you are triggering them. So for instance, the acceptance environment, if we click on this button, you can see that we can pick the machine and the environment to which this thing gets deployed to. This gives you more flexibility in your finalized deployments. Last but not least, you can also specify when these get triggered. So you can specify your own rules. For instance, in this case, we trigger this promotion when the branch is acceptance and our pipeline has successfully passed. But you can also do file changes. So for instance, this optimizes your workflows and resource usage as well. So promotions are a really powerful feature to define multiple deployment environments, and also they allow you to add a lot of options to them as well. So make sure you try this feature out.